Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Your name?
Jalen?
Okay. You mind if I put you on screen here?
Hmm? I don't know.
Okay. And if you're going to be on Zoom, I need to see a face, okay? I need to see a face. Even if you wish to stay anonymous, I won't show others unless you want me to, but again, I would like to know who I'm speaking to. Where you from, sister?
Well, I'm from Mississippi, but I just recently moved to El Paso, Texas.
Okay, how old are you?
28.
28. Okay, you have a question for the elders. Here we go. 1 hour with the elders. Talk to me.
Yes. Okay. This has been bothering me for quite a bit because I know that we are not supposed to worship idols,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right. So that includes money, right?
When you say an idol is clearly defined, an idol is a god. You understand? Which means Buddha, if someone took this cup and said, you know what, it had some spiritual value and began to make a shrine to worship that, that's an idol. Now, if someone was to take, like you see the rappers do, a stack, even Polite did this. You can see this online. This crazed, psychotic guy from the conscious community who the majority of them thought was intelligent. He had one video where he's sitting there with stacks of money praying to the money. Now, if you pray to it, it's an idol. When the Bible states, sister, the love of money is the root of all evil, which means you'll do things against other people for mere greed. That's just what it is. It's greed. It's coveting. That's not idolatry. Okay? Like if someone has an insatiable appetite to do anything for money, that falls under the law of coveting. But why are you asking me? What examples can you that made you wonder whether or not money can fall under idolatry?
Because I know that we need money because the Bible said money is a defense. But I think what I got it wrong was that I had many jobs and I was job hopping like from job to job to job because we constantly continue to need money. But I want to make sure that I'm obeying God as far as not making things an idol. And because I know the church that I was going to, it was like a non-denominational church before I came into the truth.
Yeah.
And they was telling me, my elder was telling me, hey, that go get yourself an education in case you marry like a nut, or don't don't get into a relationship because uh that would hinder you from your studies. And
Hold,
so,
hold on,
and I
hold on,
felt that there was,
slow down. Was this a male pastor?
yes, like, okay, well, he was a retired pastor. And so, and there was another pastor that he passed the torch to. So that's what he taught in the church.
See, but this
And
this
so,
this sister, this is why he teaches that in the church. Okay? Because if you are a single woman and you get your education making a lot of money, listen to me clearly, without a man, now they can siphon money through you without a man stepping in and saying, well, hold up, dear. We need you to put this money into our children, our home. So what happens is women will become dependent on the church, and that becomes your husband. And then what happens? They begin to steal money from you. So again, what they're teaching is anti-God, anti-Christ, anti-Bible. Any man of God is supposed to be preparing a woman to be a helpmeet for a man, period. How can you instill fear in a person and saying, well, do something so you can fall back on in case a man fail you. I mean, what other race of people does this? The whole thing is, with anything there's a risk. But why is it that when it comes to a black man, there's all these red flags that got to be put out there? Don't make sure you have something to fall back on. Well, what about, listen, I'm going to do what's right according to God as a helpmeet. And I'm going to put it in the hand of God if this man chooses to do wrong. But I'm not going to operate in the spirit of fear and not more aimed towards being a family woman. Because either way, sister, you're going to serve somebody. Either it's going to be your husband and be a helpmeet to build generational wealth or something to give your children, or you're married to the corporation. But the only difference is the corporation isn't going to give you anything. Once you get to a certain age, they will cycle you out and trade you in for a younger one at a lower cost. And here it is, you'll wake up like a lot of these women who are popping what? Antidepressants with an education, a job, and no family and no one to take care of you in your older age. So it's unfair that they're telling you this, because why? A woman's greatest power is her youth and fertility. And he's telling you to waste that in the corporate world. So no, that's why the Most High have you here with us. Your greatest position on earth, sister, is to be a helpmeet to a good man. And that's not to say you cannot get a job. Folks, this is what I don't understand too, sister. And I got a few people, y'all can come on in if y'all want to speak to Zoom. This is what I don't understand. There was never a time since our people been here in America that the black man and black woman didn't have a job. We were always employed. And I'm talking about since slavery. So I don't know how this twisted thing came in through feminism to switch the brain of women to believe, well, I need to work over valuing a man and family, when women have always worked. and they were able to work and still be what? Submissive, and had a better life for it under God. Men and women used to retire and go into old age together. I remember a time where the husband and wife had a plot so that when they die, just like it was with Sarah and Abraham and our forefathers, you can be buried next to your spouse. Stuff like that was resonating more with us as a people, to do what? To instill legacy in the next generation, opposed to people just going out, having a job, being miserable at the end of this with no man, being passed around from man to man, and now you're miserable and no one to take care of you when you've aged past your prime.
Okay, and so one last question. So, okay, so I know I'm supposed to be to help me to him. So, like, because I wanted to make sure that I want, like you said, that I want to. It's like my goal is that I want to be employed underneath my husband. Like, it's like so. Like, there's nothing wrong for me like seeking a job.
No,
in order,
not at all.
like,
We've always had jobs, sister. So I don't even understand. That's a non sequitur. I don't even know why pastors and others are putting this to women like there's an either or thing. Have a job. When you meet a man, y'all plan your lives together with a job like we did since slavery, and have a plan for the family. And you'll still submissive and do what you have to do as a woman. They're telling you young women now that you got to choose a job, and that means no man. So that means you must rewire. You can have a job, but prioritize understanding the value of having a man who will one day relieve you from that.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I still need to continue to seeking a job, and then like once I find a husband, then I could let go of it. And
Yeah. This is
because
something y'all discuss together, right?
because like when I work a full-time job, I'm concerned with, how I keep up with my self-care and things of that nature. Because when I had a full-time job, it was very hard for me to
Meet
not,
someone.
sorry.
What you mean? Because you put so much into your job, there's no room for your family?
Is there some room for my family? There's not room for me to save to care for myself? Let's say if I need to exercise or like do my hair and
Okay.
things of that nature.
Okay, sister, your priorities are out of whack. How old are you?
28.
See, this is, sister, you're going to lose and you're going to lose bad. Okay? Someone lied to you. You're going to lose because you're going to age out of your prime and you're going to regret these decisions. And you're going to realize the job wasn't worth it. God put you here to be a helpmeet. God put you here to be a helpmeet. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you, young lady. This is why in the biblical days, a woman, I don't care what her age was, she didn't leave the house until she was given to a man that can pick up from where her father left off. So you should, sister, you're operating like a man. You don't even realize it. A man is on his business, building his wealth and all that to be able to have a woman to help meet whatever he's building as he get older. They have trained women to see relationships like men. You're going to lose because you're losing fertility. You're losing the youngest virile years where you can have a child without any real pregnancy issues. And then when you get older, you're gonna find the man you want, and then you're gonna be all depressed, saying, "Well, okay, I wish I could give this man children." When who knows what happened to you? Your fertile years are waning away. You're losing eggs, and then you're gonna say, "Well, what do I got to give a husband?" And that's gonna depress you because the man you would want, he's gonna want you to bring him forth children. And the older you get, the harder it becomes for you.
So what type of I'm sorry, so what type of job do I need in order to like not make it to where that I don't neglect myself?
What type, sister, what type of job you have?
Currently I have no job. I was in school, but I got out based on the debt. So right now I'm not currently working, but before I was working
Okay.
at
Okay, so stop thinking about working right now. All right? Let's prioritize. That means if you're not working, you can't pay bills. Who are you living with?
I'm living underneath my sister.
Okay. This is how, okay, where's your parents?
My mom, she's in the house with us.
And where's your father?
My father passed away when I was 14.
I am sorry to hear that because that's why the Most High have you here, sister, because usually the father gives the young lady the best advice because he's thinking of, okay, what would I want as a wife? And he'll direct you into that lane. Women can't direct you there. A man can. Okay? So this is your priority. Yes, get a job. Right? Keep yourself right. Keep yourself healthy. Okay? Because you must be appealing to a man. So make sure your weight is good and make sure you are good at all times. Mind, body, and spirit. Pray to the Most High. Are you a part of any church?
I was part of the Mississippi church because I got baptized there.
Yeah.
But since I'm to El Paso, there's no church available except for the one in Dallas or in Houston or something.
Okay, so what I would suggest is you find a church and you visit there at least once a month and be found by a man. The Bible says, when a man findeth a wife, he findeth a good thing, which means what? A man finds you. You must put yourself in proximity for that. All right? So make yourself a plan. I'm going to work. I'm going to accumulate this amount of money. I'm going to put something aside to travel to a church at least once a month. Right? Become a part of a church community. Find out what's going on there and put yourself in position to be found by a man of the Almighty who can take the weight off of you and the pressure of thinking about everything like you're thinking when it comes to your future off of you. You need to plan under a man. You got that?
Yes.
Why?
Thank you so much.
And that's the whole deal, because unfortunate, not to say anything wrong, not to say this is what happened in there, but single women, when they're living together, sometimes without knowing it subconsciously, they keep each other single so that they can have company. So that they'll have company. So it's all due respect. Father's like, listen, you got to go, a man, I've raised you to be a good woman for a man. And it's time for you to build your legacy by taking on his name and bringing me grandbabies. Okay? So that should be your focus. And we can help you. Put this plan in play and let me know when it's time, because maybe I can do the nuptials. All right?
Thank you.
All right, bless you. All right, shalom.
Thank you.
All right.
Shalom.
All right, you can let yourself out. The Bible. Is it hard to understand?
When it comes to reading the Bible, the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that this is the Word of God.
The seals have been broken, and the truth is here.
And when we go throughout the scriptures, when we go throughout extra biblical records, we find that the language that God employed, that He used to create the heavens and the earth, was the Hebrew language.
Christ said, I came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But yet no one, no religious leader, no religious church out there anywhere can now identify the 12 tribes of Israel. Can we? God is quite simple, but it seems as if man makes understanding him hard.
What are those mysteries?
The truth of your book and the truth will make you free. The Hebrew and Bible Academy, you're invited.